Hello, welcome to stream. I did show this preview for the story 3 weeks ago when I was streaming my gacha attempts for Durandal, but I'm going to show it again today because we are going to tackle the story that's actually shown in here. So let's do that. Last time in the story, we saw Durandal fighting Kevin and Kiana escaping from Durandal's grasp. Today we are going to look what May has been doing in that time, I assume. Because Kiana left her back in Arc City. Well, Kiana, it's night, and there's a thunderstorm going on, so that makes sense. But before we take a look at the new story, there's actually something I didn't show off in the previous chapter yet. Because one of the interludes was unlocked a bit after I stopped streaming this game for a while, because nothing new happened. And I didn't think it was appropriate the last two times we streamed, because it didn't have anything to do with the main story. So we are going to look at Fading Shadow. Far away from the Schicksal base and in the burning desert, Kiana dragged her foot and labored forward. So yes, she did get away. And she has been sorted into Hufflepuff. Her body felt heavier by the second, and tiredness kept washing over her head. A cold and dark hollow emerged in her heart and grew with her every step, threatening to devour her wholly. Oh no, Kiana has a new voice in her head. It's too many voices. But yes, I remember we also saw Fuhua fighting Kevin. Or the spirit of Fuhua. Something like that. The road beneath extended beyond the horizon, but she knew there's no way to go if not forward. However, a name buried deep in her mind kept dragging her tired foot. Right now, the girl had always been by her side. Right now, the girl that had always been by her side was definitely looking for her with a burning heart. Where is she? Where is she headed? I think this might actually tie in very nicely with today.
Mei-senpai.
Yep, sure will. Large drops of sweat and tears slid down her cheeks. She couldn't help but close her eyes. For no reason at all, she began to miss a place dearly, where their fates began to entwine, where their destined first encounter happened. Nagazora. And that's where we are going today. Isn't that great? Maybe we aren't going to find out what Mei has been doing. Are they going to have a flashback? Who knows? Chapter 16, Imminent Storm, starts now. I'm curious to find out who this girl is. And I'm also surprised Aichan isn't telling us how things work, but it's possibly the same as usual. We have the main story, we have some hard mode challenges, and some other stuff. But let's start with the story. We have 6 stages today? No, it keeps going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stages. That's a lot for the first time. It's gonna be 3 times? No, 4 times. This is a long chapter. Well, I'm excited. A vantage point near Vimur Labs, Maghreb, North Africa. Wind. Soft? Is that a word? In the English language? Oh hey, Raven exists, still. Asher of the Void is on the run. Are we to stand by and do nothing at all? Give her some time. That's Master's order. A grain of wheat fall into as grains of wheat fall into the earth and die. A grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies. It abided by itself alone, but if it Grace Serpent, stop talking. With her shackles lifted, time will tell if the power within her can take root and be a fruit. Right now, let's focus on something more important. Raven frowned briefly before she looked to the distant ruins through her divine key. Did we know that she also has a divine key? Light spots in the air twisted and turned to her will, and eventually produced a clear picture before her eyes. In the dead city, the town square was now almost shrouded by a golden half-sphere that seemed out of place. A space created with golden liquid by the Schicksal Overseer, where he and the serpent could talk in private. I still find it hard to believe that Master would. She paused, with a heavy dose of suspicion. Joined hands with Schicksal. I can see your doubt, Raven. Otto is a schemer, an egoist, an idiot, and talks with whales, who plays everyone and everything to achieve his goal. He can never be trusted, but for some reason we are trusting him, right now. But I assure you, the deal will come through. I don't think... No. It's exactly his bloated egoism that guarantees he cannot possibly say no to Master's offer. Very soon, Schicksal will no longer be able to cause us any trouble. I'd obey Master's order no matter what, but I can't say the same for others who have a blood feud with Schicksal. Don't mind them. See, they've come as bidden. All World Serpent officers united. That doesn't just happen on any day. Grey Serpent's hollow voice soon faded away in the whispering wind. All of a sudden, Raven began to hear every inch of the desert echoing his ghastly voice. If the deal is killed, this is where World Serpent and Schicksal clash. That's what you mean, right? Grey Serpent? Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Raven now saw the golden half-sphere dissolving slowly. Raven, you can holster your weapon now. Just now a deal was struck. The next day, Helios' meeting room. Shoot! The pure chunk now! Shoot! It's pure chunk now! God damn it, I can't read today. That's bad. Tesla sighed heavily and tossed the chunk aside. A few hours ago, it was still one of Raikiri's core components. But now, the weapon had been dismantled into dozens of parts, all laid out neatly before Tesla, Raikiri being Mei's sword. Broken blade, broken hilt, broken moderation circuit, and broken energy valve. Great, I might as well make another one from scratch. Mei kept her silence, busy sorting out the files piled on another desk. They had been searching for Kiana and Himeko for the past few months. Intel kept flooding in from all over the world, and what's useful was achieved and gradually filled up the room. Thinking about her. On the bright side, at least she is not in the hands of Schicksal or World Serpent. A few hours ago, AE, God damn it, I keep forgetting what Anti-Entropy was informed on World Serpent's raid on the Schicksal labs. More was yet to be learned about the cause of the confrontation, but one thing was sure: Kiana managed to escape. It's a huge relief to the Helios crew, but before long, the anxious atmosphere once again took over the ship. We're done here. You share it with me if you like. You can share it with me if you like. Kiana, she has changed. I can hardly find the right word for this change, and I can't even say she has simply grown up. She had always been loud and restless. From the day we first met, I never knew she could ever be quiet or patient. She was surely a troublemaker, but I always found her weirdly reassuring. Now I can't say the same. The look on Mei's face sank, and so did her voice. She is now too quiet to be the Kiana I used to know. I have to wonder what miseries she has been through. Anything could have happened in the past 4 months. Right now she is probably drifting alone somewhere, and quietly swallowing pains unimaginable to to girls of her age. I just want to find her. Now. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's bad for your health. We've done everything we can. Help me sort out this desk. I'll make another run to the intel room. Tesla walked to the door, involuntarily turned her head to check on Mei, and then left quietly. Left alone, Mei continued to put the scattered files in order, but she could do nothing about her troubled mind. It's been 4 months since the Schicksal battle. How many Honkai ravaged cities must Kiana have traveled? How many Honkai inflicted tragedies must she have seen? So no, this is apparently not a flashback. We are going to flash forward a bit. 4 months since the last time those two met. When she saw countless lives taken away by Honkai, would she blame herself for it and drown herself in guilt? Mei began to shudder violently. Her battle wounds had healed, but her heart ached even stronger. Kiana's words were still echoing in her head. No, I can't go back, Mei. I'm sorry, I can't go back. I can't bring danger to you again. Mei wanted to freeze her mind, but she couldn't help recalling. Her thoughts plunged deep into the cold darkness. For the first time since they met, she found Kiana so strange. Mei, pack your gear, let's go! Dr. Tesla, what happened? We found her! Well, that's good. That's great. Mei sure looks like that sister from Mavaro Penguin. Does she? Even except the hair color, I don't think it's that similar. Well, I just watched it recently, so I don't think I'm that wrong. Desolate clouds. Following a clue, Mei and Tesla came back to Nagazora, the location of the third Honkai eruption. Well, that's... title drop! 25-hit combo. Just Mei. Well, we don't have Raikiri, that's for sure. That girl in Mother Penguin Drum had some weird hat. I remember that much. This is where the Herrscher energy were detected. Kiana. Why? Why did you come to Nagazora? Because it looks nice. Let's go through what we know so far. Yesterday, a Shixel lab in North Africa was attacked by World Serpent, and the imprisoned Kiana escaped the lab. Ah, okay. So that's where we are in the timeline. A few hours later, our Far East post found a Herrscher energy signature in Nagazora that matched previous samples. She teleported here using her Herrscher power. Yes, an ultra-long distance teleportation. She went off the radar since then. Our post picked up nothing, and neither did our satellites. But at least, we are sure she was there. We might find more clues in the city. Nothing from Shixel yet? Not yet. We are ahead of them this time. Helios landed in East Nagazora. We can set up a base point here and start from the neighborhood. The city is now a ghost town. I can build a simple detector matrix and try to locate her through Honkai energy. First, we need somewhere open and flat. Well, this looks open and flat to me. Just gotta clean it of zombies. Expect to hear a lot of say and Seiya today. Isn't this flat enough? No. Well, this place is locked with a somewhat invisible wall. It's a wall for keeping the water in. Possibly. That's the Nagasora wall. It breaks the city in half, the west side and the historical structure. It's nice and good. But where am I supposed to go? Oh, down here. Oh, the streets are all flooded. Still can't believe it. When I see it with my own eyes. Just unreal. Well, a few gondolas, and this can be a second Venice. This place will do. The city is turned upside down, and the streets are all flooded. The maps are not much use. Tesla tossed her luggage on the ground and began to build the Matrix. I knew Nagasora was ruined, but seeing it with my own eyes. Looks like the aftermath of Honkai is here to stay. Nagasora is a port city that sits in a hollow. After the eruption, the ground subsided and seawater intruded. And the Honkai contaminated overflow brought secondary disasters. The downstream east city suffered the most. Who would have thought just 3 years ago it's a flourishing city with a population of 3 million? All this because of the third Honkai eruption. It wasn't your fault. No matter whose fault it was, the city will never be what it once was. 3 years ago, it was me who turned into a Herrscher. If I wasn't weak like that, maybe Nagasora would be spared. Backstory. I know I cannot turn back time, but I wish I could remember Nagasora every time I have a hard choice to make. It's something I must carry on my shoulders. And Kiana is the same. Done. Let's see if it works. In barely a moment, Tesla had assembled the parts into a strange device. In Nagasora, the air and water are filled with Honkai energy, so we have to filter it and look for Herrscher energy. It's a new tech, and I can only reach 3 to 5 kilometers. Which means we need at least 3 to cover the east city alone, and then there's the west part of the city. So don't expect to find... Huh? Found her! A striking red spot popped up on the screen and kept blinking. Dr. Tesla, this is... Let me see. Right, it's faint, but it's definitely a Herrscher. And it's very close. Wait a sec. Isn't it right beside me? This is... from you? Huh? Oh, damn my memory. The charm of conquest is gone. But there are still traces of Herrscher power left in you. Yes, Dr. Einstein wrote something similar in her assessment report. She said I wasn't alone, and that it happened to the Sovereign too, for reasons still unknown. Besides, the power, it's not in my control. I'd advise it against that. Abuse this power and you may only hurt yourself. Back to the topic. If it's from you, then we have nothing now. Sigh. Let's head to the next location. So, backstory for the people that don't know. Mei was also a Herrscher in the past. She was the Herrscher of Lightning with the core of conquests in her. But she managed to subdue it, and recently it was stolen by either Otto or Kiana, I can't remember. I think it was Kiana. And Kiana now has both cores inside her. Also, this may have been Mei's hometown, and she may have destroyed it. But I'm unsure about those things. But this conversation just now seemed to have triggered that memory in me. What used to be the Nagasora city is now a heap of rubble. This once prosperous port has turned into an underwater graveyard for the buildings. Poor buildings. Shigo to Kira. Oh, looky there, a Tesla. Let's push her into the water. Wow, the flood has reached here too. Can't even tell which way to go. Come on, just one push. I'm sure she wouldn't be mad. And go this way. I definitely missed the jump button from post Honkai Odyssey when walking around in this part. Honkai beasts are still roaming the city. They've been here since 3 years ago. As long as it's just some archangels. Can't be that bad. Man, sure is hard to get that 25 hit combo with Mei. Oh look, it's Konunga. Wait, I got my ultimate back already. Not gonna say no to that. This place. What's wrong? I remember this place. You were here in the last mission. Tesla followed Mei's eyes and saw a heavily damaged building. I remember this place. The big hole. I did it. Back then, Kiana, Bronya, and I tried to flee the city together, but we ran into Misimiko's squad. We thought she was an enemy, and we fought. Look at the wreckage. I bet you gave her a huge headache. Yes, I did. In the fight, my Herrscher power broke loose, and Misimiko went to great lengths to quiet us down. Hyperion was sent to the service spot afterwards, and the prototype on board weapon on board the weapon was scrapped. Miss Himiko was to face suspension if the principal didn't step in. In our escape, I always feared I might lose control, and when it happened, I thought everything was over. But when I woke up, I found myself in a soft bed, and Miss Himiko was standing aside with caring eyes. She told me she's going to forge me into a soldier capable of handling my own power. That's why I became a Valkyrie. Before I know it, 3 years have passed. During the search, something strange caught our eyes. Could it be some desolate clouds? We are very close to the next location. The closer we get to downtown, the less viable paths there are. The overpass, the streets, all drown. I don't know where we are going, and I feel like we are running in circles. So, if only we had a map that works. We are definitely walking in circles if we keep going back down here and back up. Keep expecting you to jump over that gap. So please do. Thank you. Go to the glittering spot. What if I don't want to? Oh. Water bad. Water hurt. Don't step into water. Good to know. Huh? Why is there an anti-entropy? Looks like we've maybe left here 3 years ago. Nah, looks pretty new to me. Alright, let's get to work. The two set up the energy scanner expectantly, only to be disappointed by the same lonely red dot on the screen. No luck at all. Wait. As Tesla turned off the filter, a massive cluster of small and large red dots flashed on. Something strange here. Not a zombie, but not a Honkai beast either. A human? Human? Why would there be anyone left here? Let's go take a look. Could it be the little girl? There is a girl inside this city. At least one. At least two. Counting Tesla and me, even 3. feel like you died without me touching you. But I'll not complain. Wait, something funny is going on. This is... Is this a child? Looky there, you're no child. Found the girl inside. The girl in ragged clothes woke on a bed in the Helios. A few minutes later, on the Helios. We don't know who the kid is, but he couldn't simply walk by. May looked into the sickbay through the door window. The little girl had awakened. Tesla was sitting by her and saying something. The girl looked flustered, but she tried hard to listen. May waited on for a few minutes before the door creaked open. Dr. Tesla, who is the girl? Exactly as we suspected. A Nagasora refugee. Tesla's answer made May frown. Her name is Sora. She grew up in Nagasora and fled to the East City after the eruption. She's been here since. There are dozens of more kids like her, all under 16. They have lived in the ruins for 3 years. But how could this be? Back then, Schicksal dispatched 3 branches here. For disaster aid, hard to imagine anyone would be left behind. I asked her about the past, but her memory seemed lost. Couldn't remember a thing about the eruption. These kids now live in a place called the Roost. Ever heard of it? Roost? I don't recall such a place in Nagasora. They have a manager. Seems to be a female. Sora calls her Sensei. She's usually absent, only back here once every few months, with supplies and food. To keep the Roost running. Not a crow, but that sounds like a raven. To me. And why didn't she take the kids out if she can come and go freely? It's alright. It's alright, a big mess, and this sensei complicates things further. Even messier than Mophead's bedroom now. I need to clear my head. Go ahead and talk to her. May nodded and opened the door. Hi, I'm Raiden May. You can call me May. Raiden. Oh, hello, madam. Please, just call me May. Dr. Tesla told me your name was... Dr. Tesla told me your name was Sora, right? Yes, that's how they call me. Thank you for saving me. Don't mind it. You're perfectly healthy and your injury was recovered in no time. We can take you home as soon as you get better. Are you hungry? Wanna eat something? Sora lowered her eyes. Her lips parted and closed. May saw her eyes wandering beyond the window and seemed to understand why. Did you lose something? Yes, a little robot, round and blue. His name is Mark II. He is my friend, and Sensei gave him to me, but I couldn't find him after I woke up. An assistant robot? I might have seen it somewhere. His brain has stored a lot of stuff. There are many things I can't do without him. I'll go and find him for you. Thank you, May. Find ye lost robot. Is it the thing that shimmered over there? Surely it must be. I remember it's around here. Found you. Not entirely sure why that thing's sensei sounded like Raven to me. Could also be Kiana, but doesn't make sense for Kiana to have come back here all the time. So I wonder. It's probably just because it's called a roost that I think it might be Raven. That's a big knight. Also, water still poison. Let's bring it back. Sora would be glad. Here, your good friend. Ah, Mach 2, you're back. Sora cuddled the little robot like the most cherished treasure. My memory is bad. I can't remember a lot of things. Mach 2 is like my second brain. He can remind me when I forget. Just say Mach 2, Mach 2. Well, who am I? And he will. Why he didn't answer me? Huh? Mach 2 can't speak now. Is he dead? There, robots don't die. He's probably just broken. That's not much better. Dr. Desolate should be able to fix him. That's better. We're approaching something red and terrible. 3 years have passed. There are still people living in this devastated city. They named their home, built among the ruins, the Roost. Who am I? Who am I? It's done. Here you go. Good morning. Oh, Mach 2 is all alive again. Dr. Tesla, I asked Sora where the roost was, and it seems very close to the last probing location. She is back on her feet again. We can drop her at the roost and talk to the refugees. If they've stayed in Nagasora all along, someone might have seen Kiana. Da! Let's do this. Since when are you saying da? Are you also Russian? I don't think. That's new. Where's Tesla from? Like the real Dr. Nikolai Tesla. Oh, Nikolai does sound Russian, okay. I might be... Still, I don't think she has ever said that before. Sure. Serbian. I guess they also say da there. I mean... Okay. Good to know. May don't cut her. It's strange here. Let's get to the main road first. Where's the main road? Guess this is the right way. Well, it's not up there. Oh, you teleported here. Also, I like how Mark II has an RV bag. That's very cute. In a weird way. Oh, I know this place. Should be... Where to go now? Left. Ah, it's left. I'm losing my fate. Whose left is this? It's your left. Say. 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 She's almost a Link in how much vocabulary she uses while fighting. Is this the main road? Oh hey. It's a razor claw. It was a razor claw. It's gone now. Almost there. Get through here. This is our home. Welcome to the roost. Lost Nestling 2. Well, feels kind of like this might be a bad thing to have reached. Oh, but this is an optional mission. I see where you're going. Under the dark sky, in the desolate city, some are looking for the lost past, while some are longing for the unknown future. Yep, this is definitely optional, because we are getting to use our own characters. Well, do we have any teams with me? I don't think so, because I never use her. But let's be appropriate and actually use her. Even if it's to our detriment. Right, May? Right. Where's... Chiba? Nyan Nyan! Exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if we'd have to fight the rooster. There's definitely some good music kicking in. Nope, it's Razorclaw again. But can Razorclaw deal with 2 mace? Apparently not. I kinda want the NPC May to just do it on her own. Come on, you can do it. Go, go, go! Go, May! Oh, she used her ultimate. That's good. That's a good way to finish it off. Great. She was disadvantaged too, from a type standpoint, but that did not matter. Moving on, 4 more stages. One of them also being optional. Roost of Nagazora. The children with unusual appearances have been living in groups in the shanties built by someone unknown. Under the dark clouds, a puzzle is emerging. This is their home. Dr. Tesla, these sheds were built upon the high-rise to stay above the flood. Simple structures from blockboards. I can safely say they weren't here, at least not before the eruption. They were built post-disaster. The refugees don't have the skill or materials. The sensei must have helped. Seems like we have to ask about this sensei. Thank you for bringing me home. I've told everyone you saved me. The roost welcomes you. Sora, can you tell us more about your sensei? Oh sure. Sensei owns this place, and she saved everyone's life. She's a beautiful and kind lady. 3 years ago, she built this home for us. She always brings us food and gifts when she comes back from the outside. When she's not with us, we'd go scavenge in the city and bring back useful stuff to the storage. The city? Wouldn't that be dangerous? Sensei circled a safety zone on the map and told us not to stray. We learned how to collect little by little. Sensei never set any standard for us though. No matter how much we collect, the monthly supplies are the same. Only one rule here. Everyone tries their best to live well. We've all been through terrible things, so we have to work together and help each other. Sensei taught us this. Do you know when she will be back? We have a few questions for her. It's a bit odd actually. Sensei should have come back yesterday. I went out to look for her, but I wasn't aware I left the safety zone. When Honkai beasts came, I ran and fell hard. Nagasora feels stranger and stranger lately. I hope Sensei's alright. Oh, what do you want to ask her for? Actually, Dr. Tessa and I are here to look for a lost friend. It's a long story. May meant to tell Sora the whole story, but she hesitated and decided to skip everything about the Herrscher. Anyway, that's what happened. You've been here the whole time. Have you seen Kiana, my friend? No, not me. Sensei must be able to help. But she is not here. Maybe you can ask the others first. This is sounding more and more like Raven to me, because she sure would have reasons to not be here, and we got a scene about Raven at the beginning of this story. I just realized. Anyways, let's talk about people who probably didn't get an own model for themselves. Girl with silver hair? A zombie? No, not a zombie. Doesn't ring a bell. I've looked myself in here for 3 weeks. This place reminds me a little bit about one part of Girls' Last Tour, also with the water at the bottom. That's a good looking girl. I like the teacher better. Don't you compare me! Girl with silver hair and blue eyes. Is she in white tights? That's her. I saw her heading to the West City. West City? The other way around. No wonder most kids didn't see her. Thank you. Wait. I heard you could fight Honkai beasts. Can you please help me find something? It's a ruby pendant with a silver chain. After I saw the girl, a giant purple Honkai beast came at me and I lost the pendant in a panic. Yeah, it's a bit too crowded, but I meant the architecture looks a bit like it. I was at the East City Square. It's full of horrible Honkai beasts now. I can't get near. Must be important to her. The square is not far. I'll go and try to find it. I'll bring it back to you. Thank you. The East City Square. I think we were there before. Alright, let's find the pendant. Let's definitely run into something evil. Smooth stone with beautiful colors. A rare souvenir coin. Keep it for now. Finding all kinds of trash. More. Oh hey, catapults. Haven't seen those yet today. These guys are always funny because they have bombs that totally affect themselves if you explode them. Not the most lucky Honkai beasts. Who now? Oh, Konongra again. Something on the ground. A silver pendant. The ruby switch was turned to reveal a family photo. That's it. Is this your pendant? May handed the pendant through the hole on the window. Huh. Mom and Dad. I guess it's important to you. Please keep it safe. Thank you. The girl. Her name is Kiana? Yes. When I saw her, she seemed very sad, but I couldn't tell for sure. We were far away. Kiana. Gotta find sad girl Kiana. If she's even still in this town. The first day's search is coming to an end. It seems that May still has something on her mind. May walked down the stairs and saw Hephaestus fixing the outmost guardrails. Wow, it's Arahato! Small children swarmed to the mecha, their eyes twinkling with excitement. It's always Arahato, anime. I love it too. The anime series is just divine. I can still recite the coolest line from the third episode. If you're looking for philosophical explanations, don't sweat it. I'm just clearing some stumbling blocks today. The scene where Taixu and Imperator took down the prime mechas is wickedly awesome. I watched it 10 times. Hey, you probably watched too much television, kid. Tesla jumped out of the cockpit with a sullen face. I went to the last location. Nothing. Kiana should have left the East City. He asked the children here, and someone saw her heading to the other side. We should get moving now and search the west part of the city. May, understand how you feel now. But it's getting dark. Let's call it a day and prepare for tomorrow. But we know she's out there, and that's why we gotta be more careful. The last thing we need is more surprises now. Understood, but we still have some time before it turns dark. I'll scout the path ahead. Remember to get back before sunset. It already is sunset. Oh, one more thing. Is there any way for us to help the children here? I'll talk to Moped and see what we can do. Our Salt Lake base just took in some orphans. In fact, our medical supplies are running low. And the sensei. Right now we have to be realistic and can't afford to overstretch. What way would you want me to go, game? I mean, I like exploring this place. It's really nice. Tesla is invincible. To get to the West City, you need to cross the Nagasora Wall. It's a tough path. Let me lead the way for you, please. Much obliged then. If you run into any danger, we'll protect you, Sora. Don't worry. I'll hide in a safe place when you fight. I know, squids. Really, all kinds of Honkai beasts here. No, crabs. That's the worst. You could have done to me, game. The joke's on them. I'll eat them for dinner. Who now? You again? Well, they had some squares for some squids. We're at the wall now. The West City is up ahead. That's it for today. We should return now. Sora, please come back with me to Helios for a checkup, just to be sure, and then we can have dinner together. Thank you. You've been a big help today. Huh? Really? It feels embarrassing to say this, but all we have is canned food. Something else would be nice. Okay, let's go. Huh? What's that? May paused her steps, and she found something. Through a forest of collapsed high-rises, her eyes reached a building in the distance. That's Chiba Academy. Let me see. Ah yes, that's the famous Chiba Academy, for rich kids. People said the school was a path to a successful life. Huh, that's exaggerated. I used to study there. Huh, so you were born with a silver spoon in mouth? I was in the school when the Honkai eruption happened. Can't believe I'd be back now. A lot happened. Where's your family? I'm the only child in the family. My mom passed away when I was very little. Dad raised me up alone, but he was framed and went to prison shortly after I enrolled in Chiba. Of course, he's out now. Someone cleared his name and sent him to a safe place. So you haven't seen him in a while. He's on an important mission, so we only talk on the phone. But he keeps saying he's safe and tells me not to worry. After he was jailed, I had a very tough time. That was taken away from me, and the family name fell. People who coveted my dad's possession tried to fool me, and my old friends began to distance me. My world crumbled as Dad went away. I began to see the cat only for the Raiden name, not me as a person. I distanced myself from the crowd and began to act alone, cutting myself out from the outside world. Until the day Honkai came. Someone changed me forever. We finally met each other. Who is this person? Kiana. Kiana Kaslana. She saved my life in the chaos. She reached her hand and pulled me out of the darkness. Such a frail arm, but of incredible strength. All of the dragging and swinging failed to take me from her hand. I looked up and saw her big blue eyes that spoke of innocence and mischief, but also sincerity and comfort. You're not dying on my watch! She tried desperately to pull me out of certain death. How strange, we never met before, and there's no way she knew my past, my life, my sufferings. But somehow I felt like I had to believe her. For the first time in my lonely life, I wanted to trust someone. In the end, we left Nagasora together. We were taken by Schicksal Valkyries and enrolled in Saint Freya. I've led a different life ever since. Family, friends, home and future, what I once thought were lost forever, came back to me bit by bit. Thinking back, exactly at that moment, my life was changed and she did it. Sweet memories! Brought back May's gentle smile, which was missing from her face for months. For a brief moment, the innocent, content and carefree girl was back. Sorry, I got carried away. No, not at all. She must be very important to you. So many past memories here. They just keep floating up as I walk along. The more I think about the past, the more I want to find her now. She's been protecting me for too long, and now it's my turn. 12th sword. Meaningfully. Optional mission. Well, let's take another maiden. It's just gonna be harder squid scraps and conunger, I guess. By harder I mean not really. That was one long time fracture. I'll have to get out of this corner, thank you. that happened, I guess. And now, the last story mission of the day. Under the setting sun, the first day of homecoming ended. An hour later, Helios. This is so tasty. There's more in the kitchen. You can have as much as you want. All these chilies, but not spicy at all. Very refreshing. Because they are sweet peppers. Ah, if only Sensei could cook like Mei. She's perfect, but her cooking is not very good. I've been meaning to ask you. Your Sensei is away every month, but why didn't she take all of you with her? Oh, there's a reason. The roost is a lonely place, so we always nag her for more stories. Her own stories. Sensei wasn't born into a good family. She had a bad childhood, and she started from nothing. All these years, she worked hard and dealt with people from all over the world, and finally came to a fortune. She spent most of her savings and bought an island in a distant country. I can't remember the country's name. She planned to build a large house and live happily and peacefully there. Of course, she'd take all of us there, and people she had saved elsewhere. The house was almost finished, and we were all happy for Sensei. Her life's work had finally paid off, but no one could see the tragedy coming. What happened? 4 months ago, Honkai erupted. Sensei was in Nagasora. Many Honkai beasts came. She fought them alone to protect the roost. It took many hours for her to take them down. When we were finally relieved, bad news came. Sensei's island sank in the eruption. I can still remember the look on Sensei's face that day. She was silent with her blank face, pacing back and forth, kept saying everything is fine, but her tears. In the end, Sensei couldn't hold it anymore. She rushed to the beach and cried, like an abandoned child. She kept crying and crying, until her eyes became dry and her throat became sore. I can never forget the promise she made to herself in the setting sun. Humanity shall purge Honkai at any cost. It's a sad story. Alright, let me walk you home before it gets dark. Mei, the curry is so delicious, I want my friends to have a taste too. Of course, I have it prepared. Mei chuckled as she walked into the kitchen for the extra curry. Curry for 20. Take it to your friends and share it with them. Oh, thank you. Mei is the best. I've never seen anyone better with kids than Mei. Wait. Whose turn is it to wash the plates again? Oh, we're gonna use the mecha. That's nice. Let's deliver some curry. Curry! Curry! Take some good fresh curry, won't you? You like to eat a lot of curry. Come on, how much more do you want to eat? Safely arrived. Here, share with everyone. Me, I shared the curry, and they all loved it. Glad to hear it. I wish Sensei could have a bite too. Will you leave here after you find Kiana? We have a lot to do afterwards. We'll meet again soon. Dr. Settle said AE would help you in any way they could, and we'd like to know your sensei. May and Sensei are much alike. You'd make very good friends. Seems like you're very proud of your sensei. Yeah, she is my sensei in a lot of ways. The disaster took away my memory, family, friends, life, and even my dream. Only some vague impressions left. My memory started with Sensei's embrace. She held me in her arms through the ruins. I didn't say a word. It's a dark day, and the clouds were laying low, but I felt like the sun shone on me. Sensei gathered kids like me together, took us to the roost, and told us to live together. But I couldn't remember anything, and I didn't know what to do, so I followed Sensei anywhere she went. Sensei had to teach me how to live on my own. She couldn't stay in Nagasora with us all the time. She taught me how to get around in the city, how to avoid Honkai beasts, and how to save myself from dangers. She taught me how to live well. What does that mean? It's a normal afternoon. Sensei said happy birthday to me out of the blue, and she gave me a gift. I couldn't believe my ears. I didn't even know my name. How would Sensei know my birthday? Sensei then handed this to me. Sora held Mark II in her hands and gently asked, Mark II, who am I? Light shot out from the robot's eyes and formed a hologram. It collapsed and expanded into a myriad of words. It's my life. My name, birthday, family, diary, social network data, things I did, places I visited. Sensei pulled a lot of strings to put everything about me together. To be honest, I found my life even more ordinary than I imagined. But it's still my life. For the first time I knew my name, my birthday, where I was brought up, and what I dreamed of becoming. I found out I was loved, and I loved someone. I had things I liked to do, and things I couldn't tolerate. My memory didn't come back, but these words made me feel real and alive. Sensei said I couldn't live well without a past. Live well, that's what she always says. The Nagasora city is gone, but we are still here, and we'll live on and live well to build a better tomorrow. Someday, we'll leave here and get to the other side of the sea, back to the sunny days. And our story will encourage someone else to live on with hope. I believe this is why Sensei built this place, and why she gave Mark II and my past to me on my birthday. A reason to live on. Just like Kiana changed me, your sensei also changed you in the disaster. It's getting late. I'll return to my room now. You should go back and rest, May. Tomorrow, we'll find Kiana together. See you tomorrow. Da, 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 da. May had a dream that night. It felt so real that she believed she traveled back in time to the afternoon that changed her life. I'm so worn out. We finally lost them. Well, that's cute. And dynamic lighting. These zombies run like crazy. Nothing like what I saw on television. Hey, what's going on with you? Why are you so silent? What will happen to us? The whole city is in shambles. Honkai beasts and zombies are running wild, and no one is here to help. We're running from it, but where can we go? Come on, we'll figure it out later. They say you jump on a boat when you see one. It's... you cross a bridge when you see one. I wonder how you got into Chiba. Forget the details. I think it's more like Patchy and Marisa. Like Kiana is a very Marisa kind of person. We keep going east and cross the wall. There's gotta be someone else on the way. If not, we can always head north, or borrow a boat and go to a foreign country. The world is big enough for us. I think you'd better leave without me. You have a better chance on your own, and I can only drag you down. Stop this nonsense already! You're back to normal now. No, you don't know how I felt. Darkness came at me from all sides, trying to tear me into a million pieces. I know, the voice is still there. Even if you make it out, it won't leave me alone. Well, yeah, hair color, but personality-wise, I think she's definitely more Marisa than a Sakuya. If I lose control again, then I'll just beat you one more time. Easy. Does it? Huh? If there is danger, I'll run with you. If enemies are in our way, I'll take every single one of them down. If you turn into a Hashi again, I'll wake you up again with the club. Hashi. I can do this all day, every day. Even if it means you'll have more bumps in your pretty head than you can count. So, stop worrying too much, alright? I was alone, and you were alone too. We make a perfect team. We can watch each other's backs and make it less boring on the road. But the others, they won't think this way. Well, we simply keep it to ourselves. We tell no one about it. We are both cute as hell. Just put on your innocent face and no one will ask any questions. Always worked for me. You're the biggest idiot I have ever seen. But you make me feel safe and easy. Look at that smile. What did you just say? Nothing. Let's get going. Huh? This soon? I'm starving to death. Can't even move a toe. When we get to somewhere safe, I'll cook for you. You can't feed on convenience store leftovers forever. What? I thought you were a lady and didn't even know what a kitchen looked like. But let me run you first. My tummy's not that easy to please. We'll find out soon. The next morning. Dr. Tesla. What now? Moped? Wake up. Warp? Alright, our warp course is set for Centaurus. Dr. Tesla. Dr. Tesla. Come on, leave me alone. Wake up now, Dr. Tesla. The water level in Nagasora has gone up. Well, that's a cliffhanger! And a bad one at that. In 3 days, the flood. Now, more of this. Welcome to the sanctuary. It produces Sora's Bozu with time. Okay. You can check the number of Sora Bozu produced here. Production will be suspended when inventory maxes. Be sure to claim in time. Complete the daily missions to increase construction rate. Gain enough construction rate to level up the sanctuary for higher productivity. Sanctuary level 1. A shantytown built after the third Honkai eruption. The huts nestling around the buildings from a refugee resembling a bird's nest. At a high away from the sea water. Check the sanctuary details such as construction rate, level and inventory limit there. Please complete the missions and help us build a stronger sanctuary. You're the best. Sure. Oh, the up Valkyries. Well, I'm glad about that. That's very good selection. Well, then let's do some housekeeping. Next time, same but with swimsuits. I hope they brought some. Lately, I've been feeling it's unusually quiet here, with something unpleasant in the air. Like something huge is happening. This is the first time I feel this way. In the past 3 years, is this part of growing up? Something I didn't really check... Oh, no. Never mind. Yeah. Something I didn't really check out last time is that this update gave us these model viewers for the enemies, which is really cool because some of them are quite nicely designed and you don't really see it that well in battle. Look at these little back legs. For example, it took me forever during gameplay to notice that the knight was actually a horse and a rider. Still very weird. Like, what's with these twin tail holder things? Templar is just the worst. I wonder just now. No. Guess I never unlocked that. I mean, it was a limited time thing and I don't like Mei a whole lot. But I'm surprised it's not unlocked. Well... and we're not gonna bring Mei. Is the truth of the matter. But let's change into some swimsuits, because we can. You don't have an upgrade. Do we have a Kiana with an upgrade? We don't. What's more important, fashion or upgrade? Fashion. That's a silly decision to make. Let's just do it for one battle, I guess. I mean, this is the perfect team. Right. It only gives 10% more. Right. Right. It's not that important. Silly part is we aren't even really gonna use the swimsuits because we're just gonna use Durandal anyways. Oh, it's this kind of mission. Guess we will be using swimsuits then. Okay, no, it's not the worst mission. I expect that the Honkai level to not go down and characters to become completely unusable after it has reached the max. I mean, you can wear a swimsuit in the rain. Nothing says no to that. Oops, I skipped it. So Bozu! A dirty sunny doll made of rags, string and unknown stuffing. Such materials can be found everywhere in the ruins. Nagasura has turned into a desolate place with no rays of sunshine after the third Honkai eruption. But there are still people who have not given up hope, waiting for the sunny days to return. Okay. Still, considering how these stages work, it's definitely better to just bring 3 people that can attack. Sorry, swimsuits. Let's go back to the bunny. For you. And drive commuter for you. Let's just crush some people. CC monsters. I have the better lance, friendo. Also, you're inconvenient to get. Oh, that just instant killed the boss enemies. Did keep the house. Is there more? No, it's just those 4. At least for now. Occasionally, zombies would break into the safe zone. They're very slow, Just avoid them carefully and you'll be fine, but still, it'll be better if you can drive them away quickly. Quite quickly. Yes, lady. Stealth? That sounds like stealth to me. Assassinate enemies. That doesn't sound like stealth to me. Hello and goodbye. Well, it's somewhat stealth. It somewhat failed. Nope, that doesn't work. Now he's walking away. Sorry. And another one. Hello. And goodbye. No, that dress is very not stealthy. But it's also very stabby. That's the important part. Sanctuary leveled up. Activity improved. There are a lot of strange pillars in the city. They can attract Honkai beasts. Maybe it's Sensei who put them there. But there are more and more Honkai beasts lately, and they are damaging the pillars. We have to stop them. Protect the device from being broken. Flick collapse. Will collapse. $60 terror poses per hour. Gotta produce faster. Yay. Guess I'll need to check in here a lot each day from now on. Can do. Will do. What's the city of? Desolation. Ultra hard challenges. One chance only. One chance only? Rules? In City of Desolation there are 3 different routes. Each route features different stage mechanisms. Form your team strategically to be more advantaged in combat. Clear stage to get rewards and unlock the next stage. There's no daily attempt limit. But it said only 1 attempt. Well, what routes do we have? That sounds like ice and fast attack. Sure. Sure, I have a lot of those. That's physical. Sure, I have a lot of those. Lightning and ignite less. So let's start at the top then. Choose the right Valkyries for the challenge stage. Enemies take 400% bonus ice damage. Yeah, it's no problem if you have to go soon. The important parts of the day are definitely over. I doubt this is gonna be incredibly interesting. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to change this way. Ice damage. Protect the shield some more. You stay here. Leave my tower alone. Well, that wasn't a super hard challenge. Tower cone must be protected at all costs. Let tower cone be destroyed. I think it's silly they're giving me preparation time when I can't really do anything in preparation. Like, this is not a tower defense game. We are defending a tower, but it's not a tower defense game. Just realized these shields have the post-Honkai Odyssey shield mechanic. With the little split up bar at the top. Now attack the other one. Including enemies pulling up their shield again 1 pixel away from dying. Bike always wins. Same story. Well, somewhat silver. That's a lot of enemies that want to have a date with Towercon. But Towercon only dates Bike Gen. Well, that wasn't hard. Enemies take 400% bonus damage. Exposed to Honkai energy. Valkyries recover SP. Always liked the zombie designs. Too bad they don't get a lot of fan art. Durandal. Why not? you take 400% more physical damage, you're not gonna fare well against Durandal. Rosalia maybe. But even she is just stun locking these guys. That's a good shot. Mechanized Somborg. With Somborgs around, I suddenly feel like Rosalia wasn't that bad a choice. Please get out of the puddle. Let me get out of the puddle. Please. Please. Guess I'll have to actually use... These puddles are gonna be a pain. Not now, then eventually. Come on. Just get him. Okay. Death web. Rosalia is useless here. Let's take someone better. Actually, no, that's fine. I was pondering the idea of not bringing a shield. Yes, gotta spin strategically to win. That's gotta run into the damn puddle again. Get out of the puddle. Lead the enemy away from the puddle. Don't throw them back into the puddle. Just like this. Get over here. Where there's no puddle. Two kinds of puddle, but one is much worse than the other. Violet one just drains health, while the other one makes me completely useless. Alright, Death Ward was also supposed to be here. Randall always gets the best ending shots. Paddle. Now this one I'm not so sure about. Anyways, I protect by frozen shield, so it's the same as ice but the other way around. The oil barrels on the field explode when attacked, damaging enemies nearby and building up ignite trauma. I mean, I do have fire valkyries, but I don't enjoy them nearly as much. Have I used Blood Rose on stream before? I'm not actually sure. Actually, I do have Phoenix. Blood Rose is a very silly character. And was my first base S rank in the game. Barely use her. For good reasons. One, she is incredibly slow. Two, she is incredibly slow. Three, I forget how to get this guy's shield away. I thought it was just the other way around from the... Do I need to barrel here? Because I can indeed barrel here. Okay. Stay close to barrels to keep warm. Okay, and let's try this again. Come over here, friend. That was fast. So the other silly thing about Blood Rose is she continually takes damage while her ultimate is activated. Which is often not a great thing. Where are my barrels? Are there no more barrels? I feel like I didn't read about something. Okay, that did break him. I'm running out of time. I need to actually read what's to do to break the shield. Yes, yes indeed. Enemies are protected by a frozen shield which grants invincibility and can be broken with fully charged ignite trauma. The oil barrels on the field explode when attacked, damaging enemies nearby and building up ignite trauma. Yes, but didn't seem like it did much building up of ignite trauma with the characters' basic attacks. When I broke it once, I've rolled twice. When not using the barrels. When I also wasted one barrel, definitely. That totally should have hit you. Okay, this charge does build up ignite trauma. Doesn't help that I keep switching when I don't want to. Don't corner me. Barrels. Come here. Don't take so much time. Time is what I don't have. Well, we do have one more barrel. And we wasted it. Please just end him. Oh, there's another one. That's bad. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Ooh, that's not good. I thought it was just the one. That's bad. 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 Let's try something different. That doesn't do anything. Kick. I question reality. Good night, escortee. Leaving me as I suffer the most. That was a waste. Like, how am I supposed to fight the other ones? I can't beat one. Oh, this is frustrating. Well, lightning didn't help much. Varavani. Laurel definitely can do what I need for this stage, but she can't do it enough. Can I use you in an effective way? Surprised. Who would ever use? She didn't do any damage. The only reason she broke the shield was because yeah, she is definitely useless. Guess I'll just have to use the Rundle and pray. If I wasn't terrible at fighting Mistletoe, things would already be a lot easier. Look, just use the Rundle. Maybe use some barrels. still gonna press the wrong button. You're correct. Those are some monstrous moves. I will not beat these two in 7 seconds. But I think I figured them out. The plan is... don't use anyone but Duran. That's as easy as it is. Give me a shield. Is there any more Durandals in my friend list? To boost fire damage? Possibly not. Possibly not. What do you boost? Speed. Speed is garbage. Defense is also garbage. I know there's a column somewhere in here. Do you boost? Team gains 27 elemental damage. That's possibly good enough. 32 elemental damage. Just hide behind the pillars. That's what you protected them for, huh? So, use one barrel on this guy and fail horribly. Can I just restart? I can give up. What scares me the most is that this is the first of 3 missions for fire. Please don't get your shield back up. Thank you. Oh, they are so close, and I still have most of a minute left. Spoilers, there is another pair after this. That would be devastating. Oh my god. This was far too hard to figure out. Enemies are protected by a frozen shield. Which grants invisibility. Okay. Invincibility. At least it seems we're still just doing that.
この戦闘は勝たなければいけません。ついてきてください。ついてきてください。こちらです。ついてきてください。
Well, that's wasted.
まだまだです。
Both in time and barrel. This guy's even harder than the other one because he has so much health. Not sure if this is doable. I'll give it one more try. Then I'll give up on it. Because there's a second round here, definitely, and that's... I'm not entirely sure how I'd handle that. May just not be well equipped for fire. Which is silly because I have most of... No, I don't have most of the good fire characters. That was a lie. I really dislike this button being where it is. My switch button is right beside my put a lance through robots button. Which is not a big problem if you aren't Durandal, but a big problem if you are Durandal. 1 minute is left and this guy still has 3 health bars. Not sure what to tell to this game at the moment. Duracell is about to run out, yes. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Rest in peace, City of Desolation. What a joke. Yay. Terrible boss. At least someone's happy. I'd like to stop now, but I still have things to do. And I don't have a reason to not do them off stream. So might as well keep streaming. Because we have the hunt. The hunt is on. Really? This guy? I hate fighting this guy. Keep clicking outfit today. So, this mode. You're faced with a boss that a lot of people are fighting at the same time, so it's kind of a raid. And you are trying to do the most damage, or a lot of damage to it. And the bosses go between different phases where they do different things, take more damage, and they have a lot of health bars, like 37 right now. So this is fun. We didn't have to fight this particular boss. Like yesterday it was a completely new boss and I was hoping I could show it off, but apparently we're just fighting Tornado now. In short, it's a very silly boss mode. Co-op mode. Co-op boss fight mode. That I'm not a huge fan of, because If you don't have the right character... Oh! If you don't have the right characters for a specific boss, or... if you just don't like a boss, like I do this guy, then... you're gonna be in trouble. Hey, Tornado, calm down. Not even sure if it's gonna tell me how low I scored if I'm not in the top 3. And the last health bar. And he's gone. Oof. Oof describes this very well. Can I see how I do it? No, don't think I can. Anyways, I don't really care about this mode all that much, so I'll be backing out now. Just take my daily reward from it. This is the guy I wanted to fight. Like, he's new and cool. And then there's the little Honkai Kingdoms. Which I have decided I'll show off the story next time when it's complete. Because I'm getting close to having all the stories and I have not looked at any of the ones beside the first two. Don't wanna fight paralyze enemies. Elemental is fine. This mode is also very silly because I just end up pretty much mashing through the stages. That aren't boss stages. Like, if I don't move and just attack, how long will it take? I'm not touching the joystick. Just mashing the attack button right now. Difficult stage. Let's do it again. I've been doing this all week. Just mashing my way through these stages. for no particular reason. There's literally no reason to move. Ronnie just auto-aims at the next best enemy and crushes them. Then you can't retry because you have to switch stages, because after doing 3 battles, counting the last one from last time, hey, new story, all the stages are shuffled, but we get to do the same one again, except it's physical now, which is even better because we can use Durandal, who very much treasures this even more when I just meshed in the other one. Where's like this stage is literally hilarious with how easy it is. Stab! Stab! Throw! Throw! And goodbye. It is silly game sometimes. Like, I love this game, but sometimes it just does things that are completely senseless. Oh, I hit them both. Was even better. Yeah, it's a very hard game. This is the complete contrast to what we did before, where you actually have to strategize and still lose. That was 3 battles, now it's gonna reshuffle again. Then I'm gonna look where physical, elemental or free stage is, because that's the one I like to do, because why not? Hey, we're straight here with an elemental stage again. That means I don't even have to set a team. Video games. And it's 8 battles per day. And you're pretty much done with this mode, except when there's a boss like today, where you have to fight the boss 3 times, which is slightly more interesting. Which is why I'm leaving it for the very last thing I'm doing today. Oh, I ran out of energy. Didn't expect that to happen. Give me energy. No boss, you have to wait a little longer. Still have to do 2 elemental battles.
ーニャの勝利です。
That should be the last.
ブローニャ戦場に到着しました。
Gotta defeat all the prides and paladins. Trailhead to pierce the heavens. And more story. Now we're missing just 2 more. Anyways, boss time, Mr. Guy. Abyssal Altar, boss descent. Limited time points featuring increased more difficulty stages. An attempt to not cost tickets or stamina. Captain's highest score, Cuddle Pinch. Changed for stuff. Stuff and reward. Oh, hey! We actually do get to fight Hodor. That's pleasant surprise. Didn't expect that. That's very cool. Seems like the stream works out after all. First, hi. Hodor or something. Beast of Yang, Hodor. Difficult. Well, that was the easy mode. Streamworks pictures. 60 frames per second, hopefully. F. Now, what I was tempted to say. At the beginning of the battle, you need to avoid the attacks of this giant golem in the background, for some reason. Then Hodor appears. Without his cool entrance. He seems angry. I'm not sure why. Almost seems like it doesn't like to get stabbed. Not sure why I'm getting that feeling. Definitely made a mistake bringing the Fire Durandal to a firefight. Gotta keep that in mind for the hard mode. Because if I lose Durandal Prime here, it would be very bad. It's very possible in the next one.
どの戦闘も全力で戦います。
So let's not fight fire by fire. Let's bring 30. No.
ブローニャは
Let's bring more drills for the drill god.
この戦闘は勝たなければいけません。やっ
まだ出発
まだまだです。
もう少し寝させてもらうぞ。
まだまだです。栄光よ、私と共にあれ。まだまだです。まだまだです。
I feel like something just happened and he lost all his health. Yeah. What was that? Or does he just have two faces? He might have.
まだまだです。
戦場を突破します。S級戦術。
Ah. Was it really? I didn't notice. Also, that's an explosion. My answer to explosions is a bike. You're gonna explode again? Or what are you trying to do? Sure exploded again. See, that's actually fun. Give me more of that. did get all the rewards. Good. Great. You don't even have a voice, but you're very much correct. This is the end of stream. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. And good night.